Civil society.
Thank you very much for the floor. I first want to just start out by clarifying our previous unease. This is a very important space for the CSM and many of the actors here, and some of our seemingly boring and stiff statements come from a process of deep and very thorough consultation with our constituencies, including the food producers, particularly small-scale food producers whose voices are represented here. So if you will listen to a prepared statement, I will appreciate your attention. Urban-rural sectors have traditionally been treated separately to the detriment of rural areas, as we've heard quite a lot today. Urbanization has been driven by policies that have privileged urban areas and penalized rural economies, leading to the deterioration of rural spaces, as we see in the accelerated exodus from rural areas. This fragmentation tends to be perpetuated in the SDGs and in the Habitat 3 agenda, which we tend to proclaim as the ultimate goal to the progress we want to achieve. However, CFS is the most legitimate space in which to overcome this dichotomy, so we are looking forward, as discussed earlier, to a real policy debate and discussion on these issues. The root causes, regional specificities, and localized solutions for intergenerational change in agriculture and the abandonment of rural areas by the young, which is becoming irreparable, inadmissible trend affecting the future of sustainable food systems. We do need specific public policies to secure producers access to resources, create and retain value added in rural areas, make them attractive for young people, and build links between rural producers and consumers, including linking peri-urban farmers with poor urban consumers. I would also like to add in relation to the discussion we're having that the question of finance is fundamental. The reality is that the majority of public money is actually being spent to support large-scale industrial food producers. In fact, it's not just the missing middle that we're discussing. It's listening to those voices who have been completely silenced by the industrial food chain. And we hope that as we go on in this policy process, we can all reach policy conclusions to meet these needs. Thank you.
Thank you very much, civil society.